Let's discuss this theorem. So in this theorem what we have one set X and we have two matrices D and D star which are defined on set X. So the very important thing is D and D star satisfy this condition, this inequality. That is very important thing. So what we have to prove? We have to prove that two matrices D and D star are equivalent matrices. What we have to prove? These two matrices are equivalent. So let us start its proof. We will start with the given information which are already written here. Okay, so D and D star, these are two matrices which satisfy this inequality. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that D and D star are equivalent matrix. So we are already familiar with definition of equivalent matrix, but in previous video we have discussed a very important theorem. How to prove that two matrices are equivalent if every D open ball contains D star open ball, and if every D star open ball contains D open ball, then also we can declare two matrices are equivalent. And the same technique we are going to use to prove this theorem. So let us start with one D open ball. So what will I consider? Let X belongs to X and R greater than 0. So then BDXR denotes D open ball. Okay, so we have considered one D open ball. We have to prove that there is one D star open ball also which is subset of D. I will select R star. Let R star is equal to K1R. Obviously it is greater than 0 since K1 is positive, R is also positive, so that's why their product is also positive. So I have selected one radius. Then B D star X R star denotes D star open ball. Okay, so see, initially we took one D open ball. After that, by defining R star, we define D star open ball also. Now I will prove that this D star open ball is subset of D open ball. Getting that thing we have to prove. Make a screenshot of it, then we will go further. So let us prove that D star open ball is subset of D open ball. So how to prove one set is subset of other? By selecting one point from the first set, we will prove that it is in second set. I have done the same. I have taken one element Y from the first set and I am going to prove that it is in second set. See, Y belongs to this ball. That means distance of X from Y is less than R star. This point lies in a ball, so that's why distance of that point from the center is less than its radius. Getting? So see, this implies K1 D of xy less than or equal to D star of xy less than R star. I will mention from 1, I can write it. Okay, from 1. Since equation that inequality 1 gives this inequality, K1 D of xy less than or equal to D star of xy. See, A less than B, B less than C. So we can write A less than C. So that's why K1 D of xy is less than R star. So implies K1 D of xy. R star means K1 R. Okay. See, since R star, definition of R star is K1R. This is our choice of R star, right? So what will happen? K1 we can cancel from both sides. So therefore D of xy is less than R. Getting? So that's why Y belongs to open ball with center X, radius R. Distance between X and Y is less than R. So that's why Y lies in a ball with center X and radius R. Getting? Basically we started from Y belongs to this D star open ball and we prove that it is in D open ball. So therefore I can conclude here. So therefore B D star X R star subset of B D X R. So here we proved every D open ball contains D star open ball. Now we have to prove the other part. That means we will prove that every D star open ball contains D open ball. Make a screenshot of it. After that we will go further. See, now we will prove that every D star open ball contains D open ball. So I have considered here, I have taken one point X from capital X. I have taken one radius S star, and B D star X S star denotes any D star open ball. Okay, so what will I do? Let S is equal to S star upon K2. Obviously it is greater than 0. See, A star is positive real number, K2 is also positive real number. So if you take their ratio, we will have 100% positive real number. So then BDXS denotes D open ball. Okay, so see, in this way we define one D open ball by selecting this radius. So now our target is to prove this D open ball is a subset of D star open ball. I will mention, now we will prove that. Now we will prove that, see what we are going to do, prove that BDXS subset of B D star X A star. So how to prove that one set is subset of other? By selecting one point. Let us take one point from this set and we will prove that it is in second set. Let Y belongs to BDXS. This point lies in the open ball, so that's why distance of this point from the center of ball is less than its radius. So therefore D of xy less than S. What is our definition of S? Definition of S is S star by K2. So therefore D of xy less than S star by K2. So K2 is a positive real number, so we can easily shift it here. So we have some space, let us use it. So therefore K2 D of xy less than S star. You remember inequality number 1, that was a given information. Let us use it now. So implies D of xy, D star of xy is less than or equal to K2 D of xy less than S star. See, this inequality we get from that 1, statement number 1. That is a given information actually from 1. So you know that if A less than B, B less than C, so we can write A less than C. So therefore D star of xy less than S star. Can you tell me what can we write after it? So distance of y from x is less than S star. That means y belongs to open ball with center x, radius S star. So basically y, we had taken element from D open ball and we prove that it is in D star open ball. So therefore that D open ball is subset of D star open ball. Okay, so D open ball is subset of D star open ball. So first we proved that D star open ball is subset of D open ball. So from both statements we can write therefore D and D star are equivalent matrix. So therefore D and D star are equivalent matrix. Okay, so in this way we completed this theorem. Make a screenshot of it. After that we will stop. Thank you. Bye bye.